Hey everybody, it's Vicky with Dementia with Grace. How are y'all doing today? Today we're talking about the letter U in the ABCs of Dementia FAQ series. The most commonly queried questions about dementia. And today we're talking about dementia units. There are lots of different dementia units across the nation, and they vary in scope and what they provide and how much they cost and how they're funded, if insurance pays for them or not. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to also talk about the units that I have developed and I have helped to create and plan the programming for, and do the behavior management training for, all of that. We'll talk about the units that I have helped to create. So let's get started. A dementia unit can be freestanding, or it can be inside of an existing skilled nursing facility or an assisted living facility. And usually they're called memory care units or dementia units, and it's a separate wing of the facility that's already existing. That is what that's everywhere that I have developed a unit or helped to train a unit. That I've built from scratch, or either helped to train a unit that is already existing. It is the arm of an already standing facility. But there are freestanding facilities, and that's all they do is take care of folks with dementia. So it just varies in your own area. What I would say, the way to start looking for that is either just to Google your area, Seattle, Washington dementia care units, or talk with somebody in a care arena. Talk with a social worker at a home health care or a social worker at a hospital. If your person is already receiving care from somebody, talk to the people there and say, what are our options for in-house care, where we can place our person, and go ahead and go and look at all of those units and see. They're not everywhere yet. I believe that they will be. 26 years ago, when I started in this facility, and when I started in this framework in skilled nursing facilities, there were no rehab units. And now every facility has a rehab unit. It's because Medicare decided to start funding them differently. They decided to start paying for them differently. And so it became lucrative. Anytime something becomes lucrative, then the corporate side of things jump on it. Well, listen, that's just the way it is, and so I don't fight that. At one time I was like, I felt kind of, they should be providing it anyway. Well, money makes the world go round, and if you haven't figured that out yet, you will. When Medicare, Medicaid, the private insurances, the powers that be, the people that hold the purse strings, when they start paying a premium for memory care, you will see a memory care in every facility. That's just the way it is. And I'm not trying to be, negative Nancy about it. I'm just trying to tell you that is the way that it will happen. What you look for in a facility is to make sure that they're specially trained. They should have facility care staff that has had extra extensive training on dementia, and they have a behavior management system in place that addresses anything that could go on. They address wandering, they address eloping, they address violent behavior, they address sundowning, they address all of these behavior management issues that can arise. The book is all about behavior management, and that's what I do. I'm a behavior management consultant. I'm a certified dementia practitioner, but my thrust is behavior management, and I have developed a system, and I teach that system. The dementia units that I have helped to develop inside of skilled nursing, there are certain things that are true about the unit. There are no mirrors in the unit, because people see themselves and they don't recognize themselves as an old person, and they will think that an old person is in their room and bothering them when it's really their own reflection. So we don't use mirrors, for example. In every home that I develop, every door is a front door, and every door has a different color. You learn your colors before you learn your numbers. You lose your numbers before you lose your colors. So they may not know where 227 Magnolia Lane is, but they know where the yellow house is. And so they can go to their yellow door. It just it empowers them. It supports what remains. I believe in supporting what remains and allowing them to have as much independence as they can. So instead of taking them to their room, you can say it's 227 Magnolia Lane, and if they don't know, excuse me, I'm fighting a cold. If they don't know the number 227 and they seem confused, you can say it's that yellow door. And so then they might recognize yellow and they can go to that door. They can be independent longer. Just little things like that. We use murals on the door so that if they wander all day long, you know, every unit is a unit of yes, where we try to say no as little as possible. If you want to wander all day long, yes, wander all day long, up and down that hall. And there's no way for them to get out. There's no way for them to get lost. They are right there on that unit, and there's lots of things to engage them. There's clouds painted on the wall, there's birds, there's waterfalls, there's old-timey stores, there's children getting off the bus. Excuse me, sorry, I'm fighting a cold. So there are things to engage them all day long, all down the hall. We have a clothesline, we have a bucket of clothes for them to fold. That kind of thing, so that they can engage themselves all day long, and we don't have to provide interaction with them all day long. We have interaction. They can certainly come and do the group things, but there's individual things for them to do too. There's a lot to think about, and there's a lot of things that should already be in place, and that's what you want to look at when you are looking at a dementia unit. If you have any questions about dementia units, about what to look for, if just anything, leave it down below. I'm very responsive to the questions. And let me know. Let me know what you're thinking about this. If you're looking for a dementia unit, all of my units are in the Southeast. But certainly if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer those. If you're looking for a support group, come join us on Facebook. We have a Facebook private, free Facebook support group. It's called the Dementia with Grace Caregiver Support Group, and we'd be more than happy to have you over there. We just enjoy helping people, and I'm in there all the time answering questions, but other geniuses who are caregivers are over there answering the questions too. So if I don't have an answer, there's somebody that has an answer, and they're more than happy to share their experience with you. Okay, I've got the book. There's a link down here for the book if you are struggling with behavior management and you want your person to age in place, which is perfect and absolutely ideal if they can age in place. And you don't need a memory care unit. If you can have them age in place in their own home, it's wonderful, and this book will absolutely help you do it. It is helping people across the nation keep their person at home longer, and nothing makes me happier. I'm an advocate for nursing homes and assisted livings, and that when you need that, because there are times when you absolutely cannot manage them at home and you have to have a care facility, and I'm an advocate for care facilities, but I'm also absolutely an advocate for aging in place. If that is possible and feasible and doable, then I encourage that too. So, all right, I will see you in the next video. Love y'all. Bye. Mwah.